Howdy partners, this is Kiram with MassiveEffectMarketing.com. We do SEO, search engine optimization. We help small service-based businesses dominate in the Google with local SEO. All right, so we're taking a look at a website today, Bay Area CGC.com. This is a general contractor, although you wouldn't necessarily know it right away because the design is a bit off. But let's just take a look at the SEO. What's wrong with this site SEO-wise? Let's rapidly go through it. First, it's missing a security certificate. You'll get a slight ding from Google, slight penalization. Not the end of the world, but why? Why allow yourself a slight penalization when you can pay $100 a year and have the benefit of a security certificate? So let's get that done. Other things, we're just going to do, I want to run some tests while we're talking, so those can go in the background. Go over to GT metrics. Speed is important. Speed is a factor with your SEO. If you have a slow website, Google will penalize you. If you have a website that's not mobile friendly, Google will penalize you. The reasons are pretty obvious. Let's paste that in, get that rolling. Tractors, oops, that was weird. Let's try that again. Bicycles. Let's test my IQ. Motorcycles. There we go. So we're going to let these run. According to Google page speed, it could be optimized a little more as far as how the coding is done and the performance. All right. And then if a site isn't mobile friendly, it's not going to rank well because it's not going to rank well in mobile search because Google wants to display mobile websites on mobile searches. People on their phones don't want a desktop website because it's hard to manage. So if your website is desktop, Google's going to push it down because it's a bad user experience. So it's really important to have a mobile friendly website. This is usually an issue if you have an older website. Current websites these days typically are mobile friendly. So, but it's always important to check. And look, this site is mobile friendly. There it is, no problem. GT metrics had an error, but we can guess the site is so-so as far as speed is concerned. It's pretty small. It might be pretty quick, actually. Let's carry on. So those are a couple metrics that we'd like to check. Other than that, key points on SEO is content. All right, let's do Control U. I want to look in the source a little bit. So this is one of the most important points of your search engine optimizations. It's called the title. You visualize it right here, and you find it in the code right here under title. Title end, title end, title beginning. Get a free estimate with Bay Area CGC on your construction project. So what this needs to be for a homepage, the title has to be very finely crafted. It needs to say company name, main keyword, and service area. So GCG Construction, GCG Certified General Contractors, Tampa. That's what it needs to say. Company name, main keyword search, service area. So in this, no, it's actually Bay Area. So in this sense, it's Bay Area Certified General Contractors, Tampa, Florida. Because in their company name, they have their main keyword search. They're very clever. So that's the title for the homepage. Inside pages should just describe the content of the page. So on the services page, your title should be, and by the way, I'm pressing Control U when I do that. The title should be General Construction Services. Contractor services provided by Bay Area. Did you get a free estimate? Yeah, that's not a very good title. You want it to discuss the contents of the page. So what is the services page about? Okay, we've got design, we've got build, all right? We've got, ooh, look at all these. Ooh, remodels, okay? I mean, what we're not going to do is take all these keywords and put that in the title because that's not going to work. What they need to do is find their best ones, the ones that they really want to rank well for, all right, and put those. So for instance, if it's bathroom and kitchen, then they should put They should put design, build, remodeling, general contractors, including kitchens, bathrooms, and more, and then put this. See what I'm saying? This is a really good heading for this section. They're putting their keywords and their service area. But for the title for the whole page, let's put something like design, build, and remodeling GC services. Literally, you can just take this piece, right? And you can add in here including kitchens, right? Kitchens and bathrooms or something. That would be a really good title. There's just so much content on this page that we can't just cram it all in. We just got to take a piece of it. What they really need to do is they actually need to make one page for each of these headings. All right, a page all about additions, a page all about basement, page all about tile, all about kitchen. And that would be really good for their SEO, because as it stands, they have the home page, which just has a bit of text on it, right? This is just no big deal. They have their portfolio page, which is really bare, in a contact form. The services page is the only real page on the website with text, and this isn't going to cut it. A 4-page website's not going to win in Google. They need to expand out and make a page for each one of these blue headings, and they're going to have 20 pages or something. Now, if they're really going crazy, they would make an individual page for all of these. All right, that's going to be 100 pages on this website. That would be dominating. That's what you actually need to think of if you want to kill. Otherwise, let's get one page for each of these categories, 500 to 1,000 words on it. That's what you should think with as far as how much content to put on the site. 500 to 1,000 words. It's going to show Google you're here to dominate, and you're going to have more content than your competitors. Because if all your competitors are like this with 4 pages, and you're not going to dominate unless you overwhelm. So you need to make a lot more content. You're going to show Google that you have a lot more going on than they do. So that's why I would recommend that. That is the content strategy. All right, you should make pages about your services. You should make sub-pages about the services under those categories. If you're in this space as a general contractor, absolutely. It is absolutely correct to make one page for each one of these as your whole long game strategy to totally, dominate from here on out. And you'd add a new page every week. So 50 pages a year. SEO isn't about adding 5 pages in a year and being done. SEO is you go through the website, you edit all the things that are broken, like the titles and the amount of text, and then you start just making content from here on out. Useful, original content, not copied from Wikipedia. So what they have here is basically their battle plan. What they have here is their marching orders for SEO for the next 2 years. We're just going to make a page a week, guys. Next week, this page. Next week, this page. And they're just going to talk about their company and how they can provide that service, and they can talk about the service. They can put some photos, do a little bit of research. But this is what they need to write content on, and then they're just going to blow everybody out of the water if they did that. All right, that would be a strong strategy. So if you have a website and you don't know really if its SEO is good or is bad, but you want to be on top in the Google, you want your competitors below you and you want to be above them so you get the customers, come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com. We'll take a look at your website and see what it needs to get into that position. All right, so just come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com, go over to contact, and let us know what we can do for you. Until then, thank you very much and take care.